Hello everyone, I decided to do another reading this morning. Sometimes I just do that, sometimes I have the time. Seven of Swords jumping out here though. So Seven of Swords is a card that talks about trying to get away with something. Trying to get away, that's the traditional meaning of the card. So sometimes I feel, for me, it is sometimes somebody ghosting you or you ghosting someone else. Sometimes it's can be somebody trying to get away without sharing their feelings with you. Can also be about intellectual property, somebody stealing something from you or taking something that was rightfully yours. Some people see it as betrayal because someone's stealing from you. But the traditional meaning is about trying to get away with it. So it could be something that quite legitimately, you know, you trying to sneak away from someone in the middle of the night, packing up your things and moving away without telling them you're going. You could be leaving a very, not a very nice situation and not telling somebody why you're leaving it. So let's see what comes out in this deck. So I'm using the Thelema Tarot here. So I haven't used this deck today. Whoop. Lively little fellas. Okay, we're ready. Yep, beautiful split. Okay. All right, so we have the Three of Cups coming out. So the Three of Cups talks about reunions, getting back together with people, coming together with people, usually for celebration. It can be about, you know, spending time with family and friends, celebrations. I do have the Nine of Swords behind that though, which is quite interesting energy. And then the Nine of Cups, which is of course the Wish card, and then the Six of Swords. Wow, somebody here is moving away from something. Could be third-party relationship here. Something's interfered with something. You are getting a wish coming true here. So maybe you're moving away from something. King of Swords coming with the Wheel. Maybe you're moving away from something because you realize now you can't sort of stay with this any longer. You can't cling to this energy here. It's creating something in your mind here. Maybe you've tried to move away from this many times, but you've been able to break someone's spell here. I feel that someone's had some sort of hold over you, possibly this King of Swords. He's not talking. His sword is down. So you've got someone here you haven't spoken to that you've been trying to break some sort of bond with. It could be that this person is in another relationship or is got something holding you back from having a relationship with them. Could be family, culture, anything here, but something is stopping you moving forward on something. But instead of trying to chase it, instead of going after it, you're choosing to leave it behind. And finally, it's like you are getting rid of the energy that's been holding you back here. Okay, yeah, definitely. So you've been building strength here. Very strong Leo energy. I wonder why. There is a very strong feeling here that you may have been dealing with someone who had very Leo energy. It doesn't mean they have to be a Leo, but they have that sort of personality. So maybe very confident. Maybe you are building your confidence here. I feel maybe this is you taking on this Leo, the Leo attributes. You're moving away from something with a great deal of confidence here. Wow. And then we have the Tower. This is about you learning something about yourself here that's been holding you back. You're unearthing something. You found the strength here to move away from something, perhaps the strength you didn't realize you had. Okay, next card out is the Empress. So look at you go now. So, okay, this is really interesting. Three of Swords. Okay, you are understanding here how to put your heartbreak aside. You are understanding about how to leave pain behind rather than carrying it with you like a badge. You are learning and understanding this clinging on to pain is something you have done for a long time without actually realizing why or how you done it. Maybe the pain is like self-harming. Maybe it sits with you as a constant reminder of your own self-worth. But something is changing here to break that down. Wow. That makes my gut flip. Some of you here cling to the sadness and the unhappiness that you've got in your life rather than understanding the power you have here. And you're regaining this power here through some sort of enlightenment here that's bringing the tower down. So maybe you've been a person who sees the world through negative eyes rather than through, oh, I want to get to the core of this. I'm trying to get the energy here. Maybe you are, it's almost like you're punishing yourself, or you take this punishment on because it makes you feel, maybe you were made to feel like that in the past, like it was your fault, your problem, your issue. But you're starting to understand that that pain you hold on to was not yours to begin with. But for some reason, this hanging on to the pain and the agony of past events is what you've done because you think it's part of who you are, and it's not. You are the Empress here. Okay, let's keep going. Two of Cups coming in. Two of Cups has come out in every reading, I think, today. Three of Wands coming in here. So there's a moving forward here. A moving forward. We have the Knight of Wands here. This is about self-sabotage. Two of Pentacles. And a King of Pentacles coming in here. And Six of Pentacles. Okay, you're learning the value of equal give and take. But in a way that's cutting right through to your soul here. It's helping you to understand your relationship to others. So maybe some of you are dealing with situations where you've walked away from something, or you've moved away from some sort of energy here. Possibly an earth sign, could be a fire sign, but I think it's more likely it's something to do with this earth sign here. But I think this earth sign is offering you something. I feel like somebody's rushing in to offer you something which is going to lead to this understanding of how you hang on to pain, because you think that's sort of, it's like you signify or think it's part of who you are. It's like you recognize this pain. You may have been, I don't know, taught in a way that it was your fault or your responsibility all the time, but you don't see it that way anymore. It's just that you cling to the pain, you cling to the hurt rather than moving forward and understanding your own strength and your own abilities. It's like this pain has become part of who you are, but you're about to let it go now because you're birthing the Empress here and allowing the pain to go. It no longer belongs to you, and you're gaining confidence enough to know that. I feel like there is someone coming in here that you have either been waiting for, or they are coming in as part of your journey, and they are a soulmate. They have a very strong tie to you, but they're here to help you heal something within you that has got stuck, that has you always looking at the punishment rather than the reward. Thanks, Spirit. And you've always punished and beaten yourself up about things rather than learning how to release the energy and allow yourself to move forward without hanging on to this attachment or abandonment issue. So it may be a lot of attachment and abandonment for many of you here. This person is coming in to offer you a gift. Now, it could be financial relief for some of you, and maybe this is about poverty consciousness, hanging on to this negative mindset around finances. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, this is talking about you understanding that what you invest, you get back. What you're doing here is you're investing in things and leaving the other person, the other side, the other situation with the reward, and you're taking the punishment. Now, I don't know what that means for you, but there's some sort of offer coming in here for you that is going to help you move forward. You're going to choose to go in a very different direction to what you've done before. Now, this could be the offer of a relationship. This person's very passionate and wants to offer you something more. So to me, it feels like you've got someone coming in who's returning, maybe to finish off the work they did back here. So you could have had someone who broke your heart in the past who's now coming back to try and put that right. And I feel like with this Two of Pentacles, it's your choice now whether you choose to go with them or whether you walk a new pathway. But whatever it is, you're walking this pathway as a new person. You're walking forward as the Empress here. And I feel like this person is offering you something that gives you an answer to what you've been seeking. I feel like perhaps in the past, and this could be celebration after heartbreak here, because we have a wish coming true and we have you moving away from something here. I feel like somebody wasn't talking in the past and the universe is bringing them back in to sort of close the deal. It's like you were opened up in the past to understand your own pain and suffering. And the only way this could happen was by going through it one last time to recognize what creates this pain and suffering within you. Oh, okay. I keep thinking in the biblical thing, you know, how everybody's born into the world a sinner, which is crazy because all children are born into the world beautiful and ready for life and new. And there's this religious view that, you know, everybody is born a sinner. It comes back to the Adam and Eve thing. I don't think that that's what was meant. But who am I to cast doubt on your fears and your suffering from the past? Because now you are able to understand why you feel this way. And this person, whoever they were, came in to crack you open here, to let you see those parts of yourself here that you were hiding away from the world underneath your pain and suffering. So I have the Six of Cups coming out here. This is definitely somebody from your past, someone who's put down burdens. And I have the Emperor coming in here, and I have the Empress here. So I want to say to you, someone who you have encountered in the past is coming in here because they've closed out a cycle and they're here to finish off the job that they started, because you are now learning to take what belongs to you here. You're making a choice to take what belongs to you. Wow, what a beautiful reading. Okay, let's get you an oracle card to go on that. Okay, that card actually is quite interesting that that's come out, because I do remember this card, and it talks about the earth, looking after the earth, and we had the card of the earth before. Pachamama is number 40. So, Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. You are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally. That's interesting. And discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service, such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. It's interesting because I'm going to read you here the medicine because I think it's very, very relevant to this reading. You still believe that you've been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of the old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. So let go of the pain and suffering. Somebody's going to help you to do that. And they're coming in here with a lot of passion. Have a great weekend.